Alright YouTube, it's me again, RETRACTABLE, and today we're going to do another Beyblade Burst unboxing and review. This time we have the Beyblade Burst BU, Divine Belial. So, let's take a quick look at the box. So over here shows the image of Divine Belial looking more demonic than ever. Or in this case, Divine because of the Divine Belial. And on the background showing Belial battling Greatest Raphael. And here is the Beyblade Burst logo, the BU logo. And up here explaining that this Bey is an attack type part of the Burst system. A right spin, a DB Beyblade, and a BU Beyblade. And over here explaining the Burst lock, which we will get to in a little bit when we unbox this Beyblade. And here's the Takara Tomy logo. And on this side shows the different orientations of BU Beyblades, which is the same as the DB Beyblades. And on this side shows the parts for Divine Belial. And on the back showing the parts again for Divine Belial. And the majority of these parts are not new. The only parts that are new are the blade and the driver. So the core is called Divine Belial 3. The blade is called Divine. And the armor is 3. And the disc is called Nexus. And the driver is called Adventure. We had a Venture driver before, so I'm interested to see what Adventure has to offer for this Bey. And interestingly, how to put the stickers on this Bey is on the back of the box now, which normally goes in the instruction manual, so that's interesting. And over here shows that Divine Belial can still have the gears equipped, the original gears and the mystery gears here. So yes, let's get to unboxing this thing, shall we? Okay, here are everything that came in the box, so let's take a quick look at each one. So here is the sticker sheet. There's not that many. I'll put these on later. And here is one of the instruction manuals. This instruction manual here just talks about how to assemble and how to launch your base. There's no need for me to go through this. And here's another instruction manual. Well, not really an instruction manual, but this just goes through the individual parts of the Beyblade again. No need to go through this either. But we'll now take a look at the Beyblade. We will first take a look at the DB core, which is the Belial 3. And there's not much difference in the DB core if you compare it with Dangerous Belial. You can see there's no difference in the mold, but the color scheme is different, as you can see. So Divine comes in this red color, and Dangerous Belial comes in this gold color here, as you can see. And if we turn the two around, you can see Divine Belial has that same burst lock feature as Dangerous Belial. So there you go, there's not much difference in the core, just the color scheme. So there you go. Next up we have the blade called Divine, and as you can see there's metal on the blade now, on the wings, as you can see. This helps Belial to provide more a stronger attack power, a stronger smash attack, and to add a little bit more weight on the Bey without the gears. And if you take a look at the underside, showing that there's there's still those notches for the F gears for you to equip onto the blade, sorry. As you can see, fits in perfectly. And if we compare the Vine to the two previous blades for Belial, this is Dynamite and this is Dangerous. As you can see, this would be the heaviest out of the three, the Divine blade, because of the metal built onto it now. And this would also have the best design improved. The design would be improved as well compared to the previous two. You can see the design improvement from Dynamite and Dangerous, and potentially this would be a stronger attack blade for Belial because of the metal. There you go. Next up we have the armor, which is called 3, and nothing too special about this spot here. This came with Vanish Fafnir, so this armor is supposed to provide good stamina for Belial. And again, nothing too special about this spot, so there you go. Next up we have the disc called Nexus. This is not a new pot. This came with Dynamite Belial, the Belial's first evolution. So nothing too special about this spot here. No need to go over this. So there you go. And last but not least, we have the new pot, the driver called Adventure. And as you can see, there's not much difference in terms of the mold. If we compare with the original Venture driver, this is the battle entry set, by the way. As you can see, there's not much difference, but one major difference is the rubber. As you can see, with Adventure, portions of the rubber have been cut off compared to the Venture driver. As you can see, it's still circular. Well, not anymore because I have this driver for a long time, been using it. And with Adventure, this has an interesting gimmick. If you equip the V gear onto the Adventure driver, so equip it in there, as you can see, the rubbers retract, which is pretty cool, making the Adventure driver toothless, or in this case, rubberless. so this would also, with the V gear equipped with the Adventure driver, the mobility would also improve compared to the Venture driver, potentially. We'll see when we test the Beyblade out, the Von Belial. So before oh my god, if the rubbers are down and when they make contact with the stadium, the Bay will have a faster movement in the stadium compared to the Venture driver, because of the portion of the rubber have been cut off. So that's just my assumption, but we'll see when we test Divine Belial out in the stadium. So there you go. And here you have Divine Belial all assembled. And here's the side view. A really tall Beyblade, but not as tall as Dangerous. And for comparison, here's Divine Belial with the previous evolutions. As you can See how they look together, the Belial brothers. So let's equip the gears onto Divine Belial. Here is perfect Divine Belial with all the gears equipped. And as you can see, it is set in high mode. In high mode only because of the L gear. Acts like an armor to Belial. And again, the rubber is retracted. And one thing I forgot to mention about the rubber is that the quality of it is actually way harder. It's way harder than the rubber on the Adventure Driver, which is pretty interesting. So there you go. There you have perfect Dangerous Belial. And let's weigh in Dangerous Belial. Not Dangerous Belial, but perfect Divine Belial. See what we get. 87 grams. This is expected because of the metal built onto the blade of Divine Belial. Here's the weighing comparison using perfect Belial, the original perfect Belial. 82. And here is perfect Dangerous Belial's weighing. See what we get. Ooh, 87 grams as well. So same weight as Divine Belial. Let's now compare the weight of all the Belial evolutions without the gear. So first up, let's start with Dynamite Belial. 65 grams. Next up we have Dangerous. 69 grams. And what weight will we get from Divine Belial? Let's see. 69 grams. Okay. So Dangerous and Divine have the same weight, even though the blade from Divine Belial has metal on it. So there you have the weigh-in for all the Belials. We will now test spin Divine Belial with the rubber because I'm gonna show you how this bay will perform in the stadium with the rubber and without the rubber. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And as you can see with the rubber, the bay moves around quite aggressively and loses stamina too quickly. So there you go. I now have the V gear equipped to the Adventure Driver. Now I'm gonna show you how the bay performs without the rubber. So here we go. Less aggressive than the last test. And with the rubber retracted, this bay will have a longer stamina as it spins. Yeah, way longer stamina. The V gear also adds mobility to the bay too. Forgot to mention, even though I've already told you that before. With Dynamite Belial. We'll now battle Divine Belial against Chain Kirbyus with the rubber not retracted. See how it performs in battle. So here we go. And there's that aggressive movement again. And immediately loses to Chain Kirbyus. And again, with just a few hits, Belial loses. Okay, now I have Perfect Divine Belial battling against Chain Kirbyus, who also is in high mode. So here we go. Now Kirbyus has the chains flaring out. 3, 2, 1, go. And ooh, big hit. And Perfect Divine Belial wins. Now I have Perfect Divine Belial test gear free spinning with Kirbyus still in high mode with the chains flaring out still. So here we go. And that's the V-gear making contact with the stadium. Oh, big hit. And this time, Chain Kirbyus wins. Oh, big hit. And Perfect Divine Belial wins. So there you have the test spin and test battle of Divine Belial. There you have the unboxing and review of Divine Belial Nexus Adventure-3. And in my opinion, this is a must-have Beyblade in your collection. And I say this because of the Adventure Driver's interesting feature. Without the V-gear, the Bey will spin more aggressively but with less stamina. But when you equip this Bey with the V-gear, the Bey spins less aggressively and has longer stamina. So you are given 2 attack style choices with the Adventure Driver. As for the blade, it didn't add much to the attack power of the Bey, even with the built-on metal, as it was still light in weight. Like with the previous Belial evolutions, Divine Belial is stronger with all the gears equipped. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And if you wanna check out my playlist of Beyblade contents, go ahead and do so. And please follow me on my Instagram page and check out the channel mguskis328 down in the description below. And this has been Rafter Rev. Moving on to the next video.